Dear student, your arithmetic progressions we already discussed in the previous class. Question number 4, second exercise. Which terms of AP? Here is question given that which terms of AP 3, 8, 13, 18 is 78. So here is find here the solution. Solution here is given. This one is given series 3, 8, 13, 18 is. So here is given that AN is given there 78, A is given here 3, and D here is fine. D is equal to A2 minus A1. A2 here is given that 8, A1 is given that here is 3. So 8 minus 3, we get here 5. D is equal to 5, and next we find here, what find here? N term find here. Clear? This portion is clear. Now the general terms of AP, we write this one is general terms of AP. General terms of AP, we write here AN is equal to plus N minus 1 into D. Here is first term is given 3, N terms we find here, and D is given here is 5, and AN is last term given here is 78. Now put the value of this one is 78 is equal to A is equal to 3 plus N minus 1, and D here is given that 5. Here D is here given that 5. Now look that, so this one is a 78 is equal to 3, and this one is right now here is a 5n plus minus 5. Clear? Now look that minus 3 plus 3 and minus 5, we get here 78 is equal to 5n, minus term is greater, so here is minus 2. Clear? Now solve that. This one is, this 2 is negative terms, goes that side, here is a positive. 78 plus 2 is equal to 5n, so 80 is equal to 5n, so n is equal to 80 by 5. 80 by 5 means 16 term, n is equal to 16 term is 78. It's your answer. This one is your answer. Okay, now we discuss the next question. We looked at question, your fifth question we discuss here today. Now here is the fifth question. Find the number of terms. Number of terms means we find n in each of the following APs. Here is given this sequence 7, 13, 19, and here is given this one is 205, and here is 18, 15 on 1 by 2, 13, up to 1 minus 47. Find n. What we find here? N find करना है आपको यहाँ पे. Clear? Now find this one is just like question number 4. See here the solution of this solution, this problem. Now look here. Here is given the series 7, first one 7, 13, 19. This one is last, here is given 205. Now look at here, AN is given here 205. A is given here, first term here is given 7, and now D is find here, common difference A2 minus A1 A2 is given that 13 and A1 given that here is minus 7. 13 minus 7 we get here 6. D is find D is equal to 6, clear, and find what we find here N, clear. Now you're given AP given the terms are given here. General AP An is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. These things are given, and now put here. Now An is equal to 205 is equal to A is given that here is 7 plus we find N minus 1, and D is given here is 6. Clear? Now look that here 205 is equal to 7 plus multiplied 6 and minus 6. Clear? Now we solve next step. We go here. Next step is 205 is equal to, now look at 7 minus 6. So we get here 6 and plus 1. Positive terms is greater, so we use positive. Clear? Now 205 is equal to, this one is a positive term goes their side in negative, is a 6n. So we find here 6n is equal to 6n is equal to 204. 6n is equal to 204. Now find n. N is equal to find n terms here. The 204 by 6. 6 3 is 18 and 2. 6 4 is 24. And n is equal to 34. 34th term is 205. Your answer is 34. Clear? Now next question number 5, second part, you can solve that. If any problem, please comment them on WhatsApp number or other things he asked to me. Clear? Now we discuss your sixth question in arithmetic progression. Now here is given, check whether minus 150 is the terms of the AP. Terms of the AP 11, 8, 5, 2. इस पे चेक करना है कि क्या ये AP का टर्म है, इस AP arithmetic progression का टर्म का n terms है, otherwise are not. So solve here, find n. We find here n. Clear? So first here is given your series 1, 11, 8, 5, 2 up to so on. Clear? So let the nth terms of, let इसे हम मान लेते हैं, let the nth term of the AP is minus 150. Clear? So here is given that an is equal to minus 150. An is given that here is a minus 150, and a is given here, a is here given 11, and d is find here, d is equal to a2 minus a1. So a2 is given that here 8 minus a1 11, we get here minus 3. So d is here, we find d minus 3. Clear? Now general terms of the AP, you know that general terms of the AP here, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Clear? And now here is given an is here is given minus 150 is equal to, A is given here 11 plus n minus 1, and D here is given minus 3. D is given here is minus 3. Now look at minus 150 is equal to 11. This one is multiplied, plus minus 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 3n, clear, and minus into minus multiplication plus 3. Now look at minus 150 is equal to 11 plus 3. 11 plus 3 14 minus 3n, clear. And now see that here this portion goes that side in negative terms. Minus 150 minus 14 is equal to minus 3n, clear. So find n here. Find n here. So the first way is both are negative, so add this one is a 4 6 1 minus 164 is equal to minus 3n. So find the n. Find here n. So what we get here, n. So n is equal to minus 164 by minus 3. This minus term cancel, and this one is not divided by this. So n is equal to 164 by 3, and this one 164 by 3. N is not a, if n is integer, then we say that this one is the equation, otherwise this one is not a equation. Since n is not a, n is not integer, not a integer, not a, n is not a integer, not a integer. Minus 150 is not a term of, is not a term of AP, clear. If this one is to find the integer, then we find this one, say that minus 150 is a term, but here is find a rational number, so this one is a not in term of AP, clear. Now see the question number 7 here. Question number 7 says here, now your question number 7 here, find the 31st terms of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and 16 terms is 73, clear. So what we find here, 31st terms, and here is given that these two terms, 16 terms and 11 terms, clear. What we find here, 31st terms. Now solution here, you know that we write as different terms of APs, just like A plus T, this one is A plus 2D, third terms A plus 3D, four terms A plus 4D, this one is the 5 terms. So look that here, 11th term is 38. So you know that 11 terms, so 11th terms, this one is right, A plus 10 B. This one is the 11 terms, A plus 10D, and this one is given here 38. This one find the equation first, and next one is given here 16 terms. So 16 terms, this one is right, A plus 15d, and this one is given here 73. This one is equation second. Have any problem? This one is clear. Now subtracting equation first and second. Subtracting equation first and second, we get subtracting equation first and second. Now here we erase this portion. Everyone right now can recall that. Now here subtract first and second. A plus 10d is equal to 38 and A plus 15d is equal to 73. When we subtract, sign are change. Their sign are changes. Now this one, write this A plus 15d is equal to 73 and A plus 10d is equal to 38. Yeah. Now minus minus minus. So this portion is a cancel, positive and negative, and this one 15 minus 10. So 15 minus 10 we get here is a 5t, and here 73 minus 38, there is a 13. 13 minus 8, what we get here is a 5, and here is remaining 6. 6 minus 3, we get here 3. So D is equal to here 35 by 5. So D is equal to 7. We find the D. D is 7. Now find what is? Find the 31st terms. So if we find A, so we find first term. Find here the first term. How to find the first term? Here is given the value. D's value put in any equation, first or second. So put here, put the value of D in equation first. Clear? So this one is equation first here. So A plus D's value is 7. 10 into 7 is equal to 38. 10 into 7 is equal to 38. Now this one. So what we get here? A plus 70 is equal to 38. So A is equal to 38 minus 70. So 38 minus 70, what we find? What you find here? 30 minus 17. We get here 30 minus 17. A is equal to minus term is greater. 10 minus 8, 2, and here is 6 minus 3. We get here 3. So A is equal to minus 32 and D is equal to 7. So find 31 terms. Find the 31 terms here. So find the 31 terms here. So 31 terms, A plus 30D. So A is given here is a minus 32 and 30 into D's values here 7. So we get here, look that A37, we get here minus 32 plus 7 3 are 21, 210, and this one is a minus. We get here the minus, what we find here 32 minus 210, 10 minus 2, we get here 8, and here is 10 minus 3, we get here 7 and 1, 178. The 31st terms is 138 and positive terms is greater sign. So here is a positive. This one is your answer. Clear? Clear? Answer is equal to 178. Now we discuss here next question. Your next question is